Hey, been trying to meet you.
What is going on, Jim?
Oh, I just got home. I'm not in the space with you this week.
I know. What is up with that? Where are you?
Oh, I'm at home in Bailey.
In the cave?
And
are you in a cave?
in my studio? Yeah, I'm in my cave studio. My dog's sleeping behind me. So normally it's your dog sleeping behind me, but my dog's here tonight.
I know, my dog's inside. She's probably jealous that she's not out here. And if I'm out here working in the shed for a while and then I go back inside, she automatically runs outside and looks for you. So Kobe does.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Shout out to Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, change some things up because I've got a very early in the morning hike. So I've got to travel.
Who thinks that's a good idea? Like, what did you say you're getting up for or leaving at 4?
I need to leave my house around 4:30 so I can meet someone at the trailhead at 5:45.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's early, so it'll be fine. I'm excited.
Stupid, but you do whatever you want, Jim. Do whatever you want.
Why not? Why not?
Toby isn't here this week. I think maybe is feeling under the weather is what it sounded like. I don't know. I'm going to make we're officially saying that he is not feeling well. So shout out to Toby, who'll never listen to this.
We miss you, Toby.
Yeah, we miss you. Russ misses you. He's not even here. So, you're supposed to do something at this point.
So if you guys are new here, or even if you're not, make sure that you like and subscribe to the podcast. You're on YouTube. You can see it on Spotify. You can follow us on Instagram. You can,
all the things.
Whatever else? Facebook,
TikTok. If you're my mom likes Facebook.
All the things. So hit the little bell so you know when we go live like this. And now there's a whole family of podcasts that are all connected. And so you can check out some of those as well.
Look at you throwing the information out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Podcasting
so Jim,
family.
It's a family. It's a family affair. So Jim, since Toby's not here, you get to do another duty, which we know that you're better at. You're better at the ghost introductions and also the guest introductions. I just dropped something. I don't know what. So you're it.
All right. Well, our guest tonight is a guy that Robb has probably known for 20 years or so. And
actually, I think it's longer. We'll figure that out. I'm not sure.
Yeah. His name is Jon, and he's a very talented photographer and does video as well. And seems like an all-around nice guy that I just met 5 minutes ago.
All right. There you go. Welcome to the show, Jon Karr.
Hey, Jon.
Howdy, guys. This is. Let me know if my audio sounds crazy. So I'm just.
You sound good.
Doing this today.
You sound like you're in Pennsylvania, so you're fine.
Yeah, I'm no longer in Nashville.
So you lived in Nashville. I know you also lived in Florida. You went to grad school in Florida, right?
Yeah. I went to Florida State University, and I was there maybe a year and a half, something like that.
And then Pennsylvania. So majority just Tennessee your whole life, right?
Oh yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, 90-something% of my life until now, and then for every year forward from now, that percentage will decrease because that's kind of how math works.
Yeah, you got public school education. I'm not sure.
Tennessee awesome.
Public school education.
Yes.
So have you decided that, or have you noticed that there's just pretzels everywhere? Just everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretzels. I have found one thing, and hopefully none of our Pennsylvania friends are listening right now, but I did go to a bar that boasted it had Nashville hot chicken. And I'm gonna have to write a letter to somebody. This is bad information.
I took Jim to Prince's, so
nice.
Yeah, I love Nashville hot chicken. Like, every time I'm in Nashville, I always try to get hot chicken. So,
Yep,
I went to
good
Biscuit
stuff.
Love. You ever go to Biscuit Love? Oh yeah, that place is real good. The hot chicken biscuit, it's delicious.
Jim is an ambassador for Biscuit Love. I've never been to this place, but I've heard about it like 40 times from Jim. So good for you, Jim.
Yep,
good
that's
for you,
your
Biscuit
next
Love.
your next trip to Nashville, next bachelorette party.
That's right. Capital of bachelorette parties, man.
It is the bachelorette party capital of the world currently.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's current claim to fame.
Well, good for Nashville. I don't go back often, but every time I do, I drive around. I'm just like, the hell's this? Why is there a crane here? What is this? Why is the traffic pattern different? I'm like that old crazy guy. I've realized that I'm like, you know, it is very well documented that on my 40th birthday, I literally actually yelled at kids to get off my lawn. Didn't even realize it. They were just literally fucking with my lawn sprinklers, and I yelled at them. And then Josh was like, "You do realize what day it is?" I'm like, "Shit, 40-year-old birthday. This is how you know you're old."
Yeah, this is a vague reference here, but if you've ever seen Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, you know, the old lady that would always fight against gentrification. She's like bringing trash out into the street and spray painting stuff to keep the yuppies out and everything. That's who I had become in East Nashville. Yeah, on the onslaught of
and you guys had
Californians.
You lived there what, 12 years probably?
15.
15 years?
Oh, well, yeah, we got that house. We got that house in 2008. So whatever that math is.
Yeah. That's crazy. So so generational. You watched all the crazy things out there. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just curious what has led you out of Nashville to Philadelphia?
So I had a big boy corporate job for many years and quit that job about 2 years ago to full-time do freelance photography and video work. I'd gotten to the point where I was having to choose between the two way too often. The career I'm doing now started to be busy enough. So being freelance meant we could kind of pick up and move anywhere. And we outgrew that house in East Nashville, and the neighborhood was changing a lot and the city was changing a lot. And we thought, you know, we need to do something different. So hauled up here. I mean, for what I do, Philadelphia is a good market. We're an hour and a half from New York City, an hour and a half from DC. So I ought to be rolling in the money now, but for some reason that hasn't happened yet. I don't know why, you know. Like just when I arrived, somebody should have met me at the border and been like, we need some photos. Come on, and we'll pay you whatever. Just whatever.
Whatever.
You name it.
Whatever.
You name it.
But now you're on this podcast, and now everybody will.
I know, like this is my breakout moment.
Exactly. That's going to be your claim to fame, right?
I have to do something famous on here. I haven't decided what yet, but we'll figure it out.
We got time.
Okay.
We got time.
Well, you know, at some point you get to pick a secret word, and that's a big deal. So
for real, like Mecca secret
whatever
word.
we do
something like that.
Yeah. And so spoiler, you get to pick a secret word. We have a secret word that we give away every week to indicate whether or not people actually listen to the whole podcast. We can like quiz them, but we can throw it in at any time. So, but you get to pick it. So sometimes it's a callback, sometimes it's completely random. But we'll get to that later.
You let me know when I'm picking it.
Okay.
As I have to think about it.
So it's a thinker. It'll be towards the end, but yeah.
It's, or you could just drop it at any point. You just
it's
be
true.
like,
it's true.
This is the word, and you know, if people are listening all the way through and they hear it, or it's up to them. So drop it whenever.
It's very exciting. It's a very exciting lineage that we have, where we allow people to pick a word that could be absolutely meaningless and no one really cares about.
Yeah, I got kind of in trouble with my wife One time a couple of years ago, we were trying to play Scrabble together, and apparently that's a bad idea for our relationship. And
She's vicious at.
Man, I played triple word Aquify, and she challenged me on Aquify.
That's a word.
Is it a word?
Aquify is not a word.
It's not. It's not.
No. See, look, I'm going to beat both of y'all's asses.
Well,
no,
I was only
not a
going
word.
because for one, don't play Scrabble. I don't know, because Rachel and I played once,
and that was it.
That was all I needed.
Yeah, she tried to take a bite of my ice cream once, and that wasn't happening. So our relationships have their struggles.
It's true. It's true. But how long have you guys been married at this point?
It's 24 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, that's not right.
No, that's not right.
Oh, okay. Why don't you try that again? And we'll just
2010. What's the math on that? 2010.
14.
Definitely not 24.
14.
There's a rewind button on this, right?
No, this is your moment. This is the moment right here.
All right, and the secret word is sesquipedalianism.
Exactly.
It is, that is the love of long words.
Oh wow! You do have an English degree, right? Like,
yeah. That's not served me well in life until right now.
All right. Today is the day that you're just cashing in on on everything.
I've been holding on to sesquipedalianism for quite some time, and that'll be the word of the day.
Can you spell that?
SES, ses, QUIP, quip, EL, sesquipedal, IAN, ISM.
Okay, I'm not going to challenge that. I think you're right. That sounds good.
Or if somebody wants to come back to Aquify, they can have that one also, just so they know that is not a word.
It's not a word, but it could be the backup word of the day if we need it.
And since we can't Google, you're right.
What is this? What is this Google rule? What happened here?
So the no Google rule actually comes from us back in the day. In high school, we would hear stuff. Someone would tell us something, and we would just have to believe it. We didn't have an option to know that it wasn't true, and then we've kind of got away from that. So just telling stories and kind of reliving some stuff, and if we sit and I say, there was a movie, I think it was this, and we hold on, let me make sure, kind of stop, and you lose something. So we just kind of got away from that was our rule. No Googling, you just tell it.
Yeah. That's how Google is how I answer all my kids' questions about anything nowadays. I'm like, let's look it up.
Chat GPT, you can get Chat GPT, and you can have it just listen.
I don't trust Chat GPT.
I mean, it is what you make of it.
These technologies, they're going to take us over. We're all going to be robots, dude. I've already gotten my COVID vaccine, so I've got nanobots in me from Microsoft or something. This took a turn, right? I'm just kidding for anybody out there.
The nanobots are just Clippy, just flying around your bloodstream right now.
Oh, Clippy, yes, throwback. I forgot about Clippy. So just so some people know, if they care, John and I have known each other. Now, I was trying to think. We probably known each other since middle school, just passively.
Probably, yeah. So 92, 91, 92, maybe something there.
Somewhere around there. And then we became friends in high school, like pretty good friends in high school. And then
besties in high school.
Yeah, BFFs.
Skipped a lot of school.
Yeah. That seems to be a growing theme.
I didn't learn sesquipedalianism in Tennessee public schools. And maybe it's just because I was skipping that day. Maybe that's on me. I don't know.
No.
Well, I will tell a short story on Robb. He managed to get a parking spot somehow, like some fancy parking spot in the back parking lot where you could just walk out the back door and hop in his car and go. I don't know how he got this little spot or whatever. And I could be misremembering this.
No, it sounds familiar.
That seems like a thing he just does in general, just because like we had a little while where we were traveling together and he'd always have a spot at the airport and like he'd always get it. Like, I don't know, he just has ways of
It's karma, man. It's karma.
Yeah, car karma.
Yeah. But yeah, we skipped a lot of school, but you know, I would say I'd learned more by skipping school and doing extracurriculars than I ever would have in actual public school, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Yeah, the bar wasn't real high there.
It's not. And you know, I challenge people. They're like, "Well, you're not going to make anything of yourself." Well, maybe I'm not, but I got 2 master's degrees. Take that.
Yeah. There was one semester in English class, I got a 23 on one report card. I mean, you got to like try to get a 23. A 23 doesn't just drop in your lap. 23 is like
that's an achievement.
Yeah. Do you remember that? I don't remember that lady's name, but she wanted me to write a paper, and it all had to be on these index cards. And, you know, as somebody who later in life taught college English as a like TA for a little while, that's not how writing works, lady.
Do you remember I believe it was an English class, and I think I told this story somewhere recently. This is why it pops up. I think it was an English class, and the instructor, I think it was like every Thursday, she always wore a green suit. Like it was like a green like dress suit. And I think you sat like behind me, like 1 or 2 seats, and she leaned over in front of me, and I took a pen and I like marked a back on like a back of her jacket, like a line. And then she didn't notice, and so I did it again. And then I wrote I made it look like a T, so I wrote O, then I wrote D, then I wrote D, and there was a Todd in our class as well.
You framed Todd?
I framed Todd. But she never wore that green suit ever again.
Probably because it said Todd's name on the back.
Well, you know. I feel bad. I don't know who this Todd character was. He wasn't at the reunion. That wasn't like the high school
Todd's going to stumble across this and be like, "This is the moment my life went wrong."
He's listening from prison, probably. And
yes. You just got written down on a list.
I know. It's like the Billy Madison moment. Like,
that's right.
Shit. Yeah. So John and I, you know, we were friends through high school. After high school, he went off. You went to Tribeca. Which, how was that experience? Because like we hung out one time, I think, while you were at school there.
Yeah, it was interesting. I had some kind of existential crisis where I thought going to a religious university might help me change my trajectory in life, and I would say that is not actually the case. But it was interesting to go to a place like that. That was a religious school with lots of rules and no smoking, no drinking, no hanky panky.
How'd that work out for you? You were in a sequel to Footloose. Is that what you were in?
Hey, look, nobody puts baby in a corner. That's all I'm saying.
That's Dirty Dancing, but I'll take it.
You know, yeah, it was wild times. You know, you meet the people you gel with and stuff, and so I met, you know.
Do you still hang out with those guys? Do you still stay in
touch?
No,
not really. Not really. I'm trying to think. There's not a lot of people in college that I still stay in touch with.
So that's interesting because like Blondie, Josh, who's my best friend, we met when I was 19. I went to 18. Went to MTSU for a year because that's all I needed. At that point in my time, but we're lifelong friends. You know, I've got a lot of friends from when I went back at Austin P. that lifelong friends, and then undergrad or grad school, like Jim, we went to grad school together. So that's funny because that's where like all my friends come from, is from going to school.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't like you know, I like keep up with those folks, but it's not like
I'm not saying that you're like F them.
maybe I'm a bad person.
Well,
It could
Oh
be.
no.
Jim will let
talk
you know.
to somebody about
Jim
this.
will let you know.
John, I don't think you're a bad person. I don't know you, but I don't think you're a bad person.
Jim's a pretty nice guy, so he but I don't know.
It's like that Mike
honest.
Birbiglia bit. He's like, what I should have said was nothing. What I said was, you'd be surprised. If y'all don't know that bit, look it up.
I have to check it out.
Good.
So after Trevecca, is it Tri or Tra?
Tree.
Okay.
Tree.
Yeah.
Trevecca.
Yeah, Trevecca.
I remember going there one time, and I think Russ came with me.
It was, you know, it was Nashville's wild, right? Like we had a good time being in Nashville.
And then what did you do after, like, as soon as you graduated there? Like, what was your
I
trajectory?
realized when I got to the end of that I had no interest in the real world whatsoever. I'd had so much fun in college. I had no idea what to do with myself. And I thought the only way to save this is more school. So, so I got a stipend to do a master's in English at Florida State.
Okay.
Yeah, went down there and I was a TA, and that whole program, that's a really good school. I actually was really impressed with it. I mean, it has a reputation of a party school, and this was a while back, so maybe it's changed now. But you know, the freshmen that I was teaching had, you know, a writing competency level that was above what seniors at my other school had, you know, so like it was pretty, anyway, it was a good school, but it runs on TA program. Like,
sure.
I never had a real professor in any of my classes. They just threw you in and were like, go do it. But there was like a summer boot camp leading up to that. It was very like boot camp, how to teach these people and how to, you know, do all the things you need to be successful at that. But yeah, and then shortly after that, I came back to Nashville and I was trying to finish up the degree because it was just down to like the thesis and all that stuff. I came back to Nashville and I got a job at a small pseudo community college in Nashville. And I taught 2 classes. One of them was Introduction to the Internet.
Okay. Whoops.
And the other one.
What year was this?
It was way too late to be teaching. But God, what year? That would have been like 2002, 2003.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were in the information age pretty firmly by
that before YouTube?
Yes. Yeah,
that's 2004.
Yeah, because YouTube was 2006, 2007.
Oh, okay.
Because
still.
Yeah, no.
There was no need for this. Yeah. It was
were you like, this is rotten.com and this is eBomb's world and this is...
Exactly. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Here's how you fill out your MySpace. And
here's the question. Did you fail anyone in that class?
No, actually I loved that class because it was me and 3 middle-aged women who were there to like get nursing certifications and stuff. And they just had to have these kind of filler courses and stuff. And we just had a good time. We just had fun. It was great. We were talking about packets going across servers and stuff like that. Taught them how to write an email. I don't know. And then the other class was records management, which might sound funny, but that like fancy, but that was how to put stuff in alphabetical order in folders.
Were you at a junior college?
It was
it was like I assume it was a for-profit.
It was a for-profit. Is DeVry still a thing?
No, they're
similar to them.
Okay. And probably the one that you taught at is probably out of business too. So.
Oh yeah. They've been replaced like 47 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I knew the teaching in the long scale was probably not for me.
Not for you? Yeah. Luckily, I got to teach a class before I went and got my MFA. Got to teach a few classes, like Photoshop classes. I was like, oh, I'm good at this, and I like it. So it's interesting. All right. So when did you decide corporate America, or did you decide corporate America, or is it just like you fell up on it? You needed a job. You needed like,
I mean, it just, you know, after the teaching thing, I was also working part-time for like a printing company. And, you know, I don't know, you just kind of start going, oh, well, I guess I'm supposed to be doing real people stuff. And, you know, like I'm supposed to be adulting and all this sort of thing. And so I just chased kind of.
Oh, they don't send you an email? I've been waiting for an email still.
Nope. They don't. They don't. It's a bummer, dude. Nobody tells you. So no, I just found myself wrapped up in corporate world, which was really weird. Like for people like Rob, who maybe knew me in high school. I mean, I never thought I'd hit the age of 23. I mean, like we were listening to Black Flag and hoping the world would burn. Like it was not like, I was not, looking forward to being part of corporate America. And I never really felt locked into that. It was more like Office Space. Like I would just sit in the back writing out corporate America and just kind of going like, this is bullshit, right? Like we are all faking this, right? Like there's no way any of you people actually buy what we're all saying here. We're all in a call talking about synergy. This has got to be made up.
Synergy.
Yeah. Keeping it aerobic.
Keep it aerobic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we
hurting my back. Getting a little PTSD myself. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that. I mean, I was a suit and tie for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many years did you do that? And obviously you probably climbed as some sort of ladder.
Yeah. I could only tell you that the last place I was at was for 17 years.
Okay.
And I did climb quite a bit, and it's like a Fortune 50 company, so it's, you know, 400 something thousand employees. It was a big company, and I wasn't, you know, high up necessarily or anything, but I had a job title that was kind of fancy, and it was suit and tie every single day. And the only way I stayed sane was by, you know, like what originally was a hobby, and that was photography. And how I really got myself busy with that is actually from somebody I went to college with. I knew some musicians and everything living in Nashville, you do, and taking live music and portraits of people and everything was interesting to me. And I could write somewhat because of my English background. And
those big fancy words that you pick for secret words. I'm just saying.
Yeah, one of them's fake and one of them's not. You know, it's the Latin base that tricks you. You think,
yeah,
that should make sense, but it's not real. Although there's like the Oxford Law of Usage. So if we just start using aquafy in our daily lives long enough, that eventually it'll count as a word.
It's like skibbity.
Yeah, it's in. That's in now.
Yeah,
ain't works.
We'll make a hashtag and it'll work.
You should do that. Yeah. So she, this friend of mine, moved to New York, and she had a big day job that she just finally quit and wanted to start a magazine. It was an online magazine originally. And I said, hey, I've got some people here. I could like interview these people and make an article for you. And she's like, yeah, roll with it. She just gave me carte blanche to like, and so I would hit people up and do these interviews. And one of the catches was that I would take their picture. So like I would give them this fluffy, nice interview and say nice things about them, which was not hard. I got to kind of pick, and but also like I got to photograph all these people. And so that just really lit it up for me, where I began doing that more and more full time. And then I think I did maybe 150 of those articles, something like that.
Oh, wow.
It was, it
Are
was
you
a
still
lot of
doing
them.
it? Are you still?
No, I
Okay.
had to, I had to give that up when my daughter was born. I was like,
Okay.
this is too many things. So,
Yeah.
but you know, I got to I got to do some there's some bucket list type stuff. I got to Robb went to the Failure concert with me. Failure was a band that I was really into in high school. They were great. They reunited. And this would have been 10 years ago now, something
14.
like that.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah. So I got to interview the bass player from that and everything, and you know, get into their show and you know all that kind of stuff. So,
and I got to go with him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Randomly, I think you just texted me or something, and like randomly he's like, "Hey, are you going to happen to be in Nashville this week?" And I said, "Can be." So,
yep. So it was stuff like that, and that was kind of my intro into the world of all that, and it just kind of grew over time. And I think I did get to the point kind of mentioned earlier where I was like, I was busy enough with that it started going like, is this taking a toll on my day job? Am I getting to the point now where I have to decide, you know, which to do? Because, you know, I could take like a vacation day and go do like a 2-day shoot or something like that. But then it started getting to the point where I was like, no, I really can't keep up both these things. And what do you want out of life? And that was right about, you know, I think COVID was right about the time when everybody decided they're going to start quitting their jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they thought they probably should have, and then just didn't.
Yeah. I think we all had a national come to Jesus, and we were like, look, you know.
Well, and I think
YOLO, I guess.
I think we're going to see a lot of things change over the next few years, how this still rides out from that. But we'll take the gamble on that. So you started primarily as just still photos, right?
Yeah.
When did you decide to make the transition into video and then cinematography and directing? And
yeah, that was I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, but I had no interest in that at first. I liked photography. I understood it. I knew how everything worked. There are a lot of really big differences that I think people don't appreciate. I kind of think it's easier to go from photography to video than the other way around, although that sounds backwards, and maybe that's not true for everybody.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think a lot of the video people I meet who transition to photography are frustrated because they're like, why doesn't it work the way I think it should work? Or so, like, this should be easier. This is like, I just take one and make it stand still, right? Like, surely. But anyway, I realized I was kind of missing out though, because so many people I photographed would also be like, hey, can you also do a video of this? Can you also do it? Because, you know, at this point, video is like the content. Like, people rarely even, I don't know what they want photos for. I mean, you need them, but like videos like more compelling, I think. I
mean, it's definitely the way we're presented now is like,
that's kind of what I mean. Yeah, I don't
like,
think it's like better in and of itself. I think it's just that the way we're presented information.
Jim might have taken offense.
No, not at all.
Should. But yeah, but that, like, the way things come at us nowadays, video is what tends to get a little more grip than other things. And so I don't know. I realized I was just shooting myself in the foot by not learning it. And then so I tried some things and just started falling in love with that. I'd say I spend more time doing that now than like commercial video work and music videos than anything else.
Most of the work you do, like music videos, or are you capturing sound, I guess is my question.
Yeah. So I do commercial work as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I which is a totally different
So that's the big beast. That's, you know, and I always say that the filmmaking is 51% making sound. Like,
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would almost more so. I saw a thing where these guys were presenting. They showed a video of two guys talking, and the video was like almost like hard to see bad. The audio was really good. And then they showed the same clip with really high quality. You could really see the video, but the audio was bad. And that second one was unwatchable.
Blair Witch Project. That's all you have to think about. Blair Witch Project is shot in high 8 video, and it's upscaled, and it looks like shit. But that audio is pristine.
When I was in Tampa, I worked a lot of like independent films and they do the film festivals and stuff. And one time I sat next to an audio guy, and the whole film festival, this guy was just like, "Oh, this is terrible." Like you could just hear him just moaning because the audio, like because audio, you know, it's a whole nother thing. So it's one of those things that like, if it's bad, the whole thing is bad.
It is. And I've realized I'm not good at it. I mean, I have equipment to do it and everything, and I'm like set up for it. And I'm like, I can tell when it's bad, but I can't put my finger on what's bad about it. I'm like, oh, really? This needs some low end compression. And you need to throw the flanger on this, but in reverse. I have no idea.
But you started out as a musician.
I know. Like you'd think I would. I actually, my first years at Tribeca were doing their music business program. So I was like in the studio. It was analog at the time. We didn't have a digital board, but I mean, you would think I was like learning about microphones. I was learning about how all this stuff works.
But it's music business, not engineering, right?
Well, I say music business because that was the program, but the classes I was having were engineering, music theory. I mean, it was kind of the whole gamut. So this was like, I had a year in the studio and engineering, but I'll tell you, I knew things were wrong because the first day I got there, there was a guy that was like, you could tell he was kind of the guy, like the cool guy that everybody wanted to work with and everything. And he sat down behind that board and he played some, wasn't Michael Bolton, but it was bad. And he goes, "Oh, listen to that reverb." And I thought, I have no place at this place. Like these people are not going to get my shit at all. I'm listening to lo-fi Elliott Smith. I am not on the listen to that reverb. I thought, oh God, I'm screwed. So
all the ear training and stuff like that.
I mean, just you know, I think stylistically too is not. We're not in the same, coming from the same place, you know.
And this was what, 97, 98, 99?
Yeah. And again, this is a Christian university. Right. So, I mean, they were, they had a gospel group there, 4 guys called the Trevadors.
Sounds amazing.
I was not in the Trevadors. And they
did you audition though? Is it like a rolling? Like, is it like Menudo?
If I had shown up for that, they would have closed up and gone take their audition somewhere else. I like nobody wanted to work with me in the studio. I was like doing weird stuff and they were not into it. But they also had one called New Direction.
That sounds like a band.
New Direction.
New Direction.
Yeah. I was like, does somebody need to tell them? Like, do they not know?
They've got it now.
We're going in a new direction.
Yeah.
Their logo is this really powerful, like long New Direction. All right. And you were in a band in high school, obviously. And you played a little bit after high school into college, and then that dissolved, right? Like,
yeah, man, we just, you know, I think again, there was always this pressure to sort of like grow up, conform, and like do.
Is that pressure that you put on yourself, or was that like from your folks, or just society, or?
I would kind of blame it on. I would sort of say it's a society thing, but I think.
And I'm not trying to like call your folks out, if that's the case. I just am asking.
No, I think it is a society thing that I think I was just right when it came down to the wire, I was too chicken to actually like sever ties with. I thought there's no, it's either there's no middle ground here. There's no world in which, okay, I went to do that music business program thinking I would become like a musician or something music adjacent, right? And I realized that I could either do what I want or make money, but not both, because what I wanted to do was not going to be marketable necessarily.
Is that what you believed, or is that what
that's
you were
what I
presented?
believed.
Okay.
Well, a little of both, partially because the environment I was in was very like commercial, very like, whereas I was into indie bands and stuff, and indie bands aren't making big bucks necessarily.
They're making dollars.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
7.
I've seen the Spotify numbers. So I think both those things worked against me. So I finally realized I was like, and I think I was just too afraid to believe that there was some way I could do it.
And I'm just asking, because
that's changed because obviously
did I ever change my life?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I wouldn't have, quit the job I had and gone to do this if I didn't, if I wasn't ready to harness whatever that is that I didn't harness back then.
You do everything, for a reason, and maybe it just wasn't the time.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure that experience has contributed to the drive to do the thing you want. So, if you hadn't have done that, maybe there wouldn't have been that sort of drive to push you now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it or anything, and I'm definitely not, like boy, like missing the high school football team kind of. If I just caught that field goal in 1994, I'd have made the big leagues. And like
I hope you're not
knowing what I know
goal,
about the Nashville music industry now, like I probably would not made much money, but no, but I think maybe that there is something to be said for going, well, hang on a second, like why not do this thing? Why not do it?
I think a lot of people nowadays, like younger generations, they're not having a hard time making that transition. I think it was but
I'm Gen X, and we were led to believe that you go from high school to college, get a good job, and you stay at that company until the day you die, and you get, like you put money in your IRA and the world takes care of you. That's the narrative we were given. And I actually feel like, and I know Rob, you probably feel the same way, that part of the like dissonance between me and the like authority figures around me when I was that age was like that. I don't believe that. I don't think that's actually the way the world works. I don't think that's what's going to happen. But some of these forces are more powerful than our individual ability to like
it's always a time
not
and
get
place,
swept
too.
up in them.
Right. Your wife and I happen to be friends. How did you guys meet? Actually, I don't even know how you guys met, to tell you the truth.
Through Clarksville, but also partly on MySpace.
Take it back.
No, there's that internet class. Yeah.
Internet class.
But she was an artist up there, and so like it was easy to meet people kind of through that. So I was I guess in Nashville I was more surrounded with artist type people than corporate type people. Like when I was done with my work day, I wasn't hanging out with the dudes from business development.
You were in happy houring with the business guys, having pretzels and shots and doing.
Look, I knew
what bocce ball.
Yeah, I knew my time there was over. I went to a networking event, and these people there were these two people who were super successful in the same job that I had, super successful, and they were having kind of a pissing contest between the two of them about who traveled more days, who was away from home more days last year. And I was like, is this success? Is this really? Like, I don't want anything you people have. Like,
yeah. Good for you, man. Did you get rid of your suits? Like,
no, not all of them. They look pretty good on me.
Okay, all right.
Do a suit well. Clean up all right.
Okay, I'm just asking, like, change of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so Jim, just so you know, and anybody listening, Rachel, John's wife, and I went to undergrad together. Like, she knows Wesley and Brandon and Chris Johnson. But like, we went to undergrad together, and we were friends, and then randomly, like,
very random.
Yeah, she's like, I think you know my boyfriend. And I'm like, oh yeah, who's that? She's like, Jon Karr. I'm like, oh yeah. What? What?
It was, yeah.
Small
I remember
world.
she and I were eating somewhere, and she was just talking about like people she knew in college and everything. And the description, I forget what it was, but I was like of you, I forget what it was, but I was like, know this guy. Swear to God, I know this guy.
It happens.
And if you remember Steve Newport, I'll have a story for you later about how I know somebody who knows somebody who knew him, and that's wild.
Oh,
so the little circle of life is small.
I have a story, and I'll air it on here. I don't care. So one of my best friends, Aaron, owns a construction company in Nashville called Ochoa Brothers. He built.
Oh yeah.
Like a ton of the houses around your house. Like he like probably 5 or 6 on Forest Avenue where he used to live.
Yeah.
But one day I ended up going to a party, like a 4th of July party, randomly that he was having. Or actually it wasn't him, it was somebody else, but they also worked with Aaron. So show up over at their apartment or somebody's apartment. And this guy runs up, and I turn around, and Steve Newport. And he's not looking good. At this point, he was not looking good. I was like, what? And
Steve, were you out there?
I don't know. I don't know. Possibly, whatever.
Man.
But
yeah, he's like a magical creature. He's like a fawn or something. It's like I could open my closet one day and he could walk out and I wouldn't be that shocked. I'd be like, how'd you get here, man? He's like, you don't want to know. It's that kind of thing.
I believe it, but like I called Aaron, talked to Aaron the next like that Monday or whatever, and I was like, "Oh man, thanks for," or whoever, I don't remember who it was, but whoever I talked to, I was like, "Oh, thanks for hanging out." I was like, "That's weird that I saw that guy," and they're like, or I talked to him like a week later, and they're like, "He never showed up for work again."
Huh. Well, I hope Steve is okay. I hope he shows up in John's house or somewhere.
Steve,
I don't know that John wants that. But
we're doing a welfare check. That's what this is right now. We could put his picture up. And have you seen this man? Phone number at the bottom.
Oh, jeez. So, we had a lot of good times together. A lot of people like to say the weirdest things that we did back in the day. Can you think of any like stories? I mean, there's some that you probably don't want to talk about, but is there anything that like comes to mind? I have one that I brought up with Russ the other day. I thought it was him, and then I realized it wasn't him, and it was you. If I were to say Junior movie poster, does anything come to mind?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes. You had so many of those.
And I don't know
why. Many posters for the movie Junior.
It was like the little mini one sheet 18 by 24 posters of Junior. Was like,
when I say he had so many, it was a stack like this. It was so many posters. And those went all around town.
Anytime something fun would happen, we would just throw it out the sunroof. just, yeah.
We were anarchists.
I'm surprised.
Taking the world over with the junior posters.
Yeah, but we were also like, I remember Roman candles being shot from car to car, like my car to your car, a lot on like the interstate.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stupidness. Is there anything that comes to mind, like top of mind? You're like, this happened, or is it all locked up and you never want to remember it again? Which is totally okay.
I think if you didn't put me on the spot, it stuff would probably come to mind pretty readily. But I remember. Did you get fired at Baskin Robbins for giving away too many free samples?
Yeah, but do you know the backstory about this?
No, I don't.
So yes, I worked at Baskin Robbins. And yeah, I just randomly got called one day and got fired because I was giving away ice cream. And I'm like, I didn't really give away ice cream. Like maybe like I would take ice cream home, but I wasn't just like giving away ice cream. It wasn't like a thing. And it turns out I found out like months or maybe even years later what happened. So the owner, actually it was the owner's dad. So there was 2 Baskin Robbins in town. The one on Riverside Drive was owned by one family, and then their son owned the other one, and that's where I worked. Well, the owner's dad, the older gentleman, liked to sit home and watch or listen to the police scanner.
As one does.
As one does. And he heard a phone call between one individual. He could only hear one side of it. That they were going to go to Baskin Robbins and see if Robb would hook them up. But here's the best part. The person who told me was like a manager at Baskin Robbins. They even heard who the person was. So they knew who the person was who said this. John, 1994. We were in high school. There was one individual that came to mind that had a cell phone. Can you think of who it is?
Who had a cell phone? So for our younger audience, not everyone had cell phones back then. Beepers.
Beepers. I had a beeper.
Rob had a beeper.
I got kicked out all the time out of school for having a beeper.
Can't have a beeper because that automatically makes you a drug dealer.
It's true.
You wouldn't have a beeper if you weren't have a drug dealer.
It is true. That look at all this money that I am laying on from my drug millions.
Yeah.
From high school.
Yeah.
He lived in your neighborhood if that
Butch
helps.
Wolf?
Yeah. Like, and that's I need funny. To tell him that.
Yeah.
That's like
Ooh,
one like
hopefully
random
he's
thing.
Listening and
we can tag him in this. He needs to know.
He needs to know. I will. Yeah.
He was going to get hooked up. The other place that Robb worked was at partially at a gas station, one of those little kiosk deals. Yeah, he would sell cigarettes to fucking anybody.
You could be 3 years old. I'd sell cigarettes to you.
Yeah, and there was a time when you could pump gas and dash. You didn't have to pay at the pump or pay in advance.
No, I never had anybody ever happen to me when I worked there.
Pretty sure I did that a couple times too.
Oh, I think you may have done it, but it's like it wasn't a big deal at that point.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't pay for that sweet $1.35 gas.
Yeah, and by the way, gas was 92 cents a gallon at that point. So really,
well, maybe if everybody wasn't stealing the cheap gas, it would still be that way.
It's true. This is the problem, John. You are the reason that the gas prices have increased.
You drove it up to $4 or $5 a gallon.
Yeah. Poor kingpins in Saudi Arabia were suffering.
It's true.
Under my rule.
So you've got 3 kids now. Which you happen to have one daughter and then
twin boys.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know someone else that happened to. They were planning on just having one more and then twins.
Yeah.
How old are they now? All of them. So the boys
10,
are
10 and 8. 8 and 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
my kids are about the same age.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. It's not quite as tired as you used to be. but really it's just because you're more used to the tired than.
Maybe.
No, it's a fun age. They all have their own. They're their own people.
Yep.
How did the transfer of schools go?
They were fine with it. They were excited about having a new house, and they didn't. Yeah, they're at that age. They're so resilient. If we had waited like 2 more years, it would have been a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter would have
had,
had, and there was this like exodus of some of my daughter's friends from where we were. I mean, not really for any specific reason. It's just like her best friend moved to England, and like one of our other friends moved to a different school, and I don't know. So it was all changing anyway.
How's the schools are better up in Pennsylvania? I know that.
Yeah.
My dad's from Pennsylvania, so like growing up, he would always tell me, he's like, well, if you're in Pennsylvania, the schools would be much better. Like, yeah, but the roads suck. So
yeah, I don't care about the road now. So
it's true.
School's
good. Are they in public school or like?
Yeah, public school, and one of the things that surprised us right away is one of my sons is like ADHD and stuff, and so he had at his old school this wobble chair thing that helped him like sit and concentrate and all this stuff. And I remember we were talking to the school in Tennessee, and we were like, "Look, it's going to take 6 months or 6 weeks or something like that for them to get this chair through the school system." I was like, "We'll just buy it and send it with him and everything." So we get to this school up here, and we're talking to the new teacher, and Rachel's like, "Hey, we have this seat thing. If you want us to bring it, we'll bring it." And the teacher's like, "What?" And looks across, and there's like 8 of them in the classroom already. And I was like, "Yeah, this is a different school system."
Yeah, even the schools. I'm just outside of Denver, but the schools up here, they have those just in the classrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was like a waiting, and then like, there's kind of a big movement, and I'm trying to be I get it. Middle of the road on this. There's a big movement in Tennessee right now to defund public schools and make charter schools or other types of schools
that could be
available.
national. That could be national soon.
Well, yeah, we're knocking on the door of that. So
if you don't have a Department of Education, does it really matter?
It's a little harder. Yeah. So any of the special needs type things are what's gutted first. So unfortunately, it's it paints a big target on the back of kids with special needs, and most people aren't really like aware of that. And so when they see certain changes happen, and they don't think like, oh, who's this going to affect? Well, it's only going to affect a couple of kids. Yeah, like the special ed kids. Like,
that sucks.
Yeah, you don't have to be much of an asshole to like think that's not a great idea.
If you want to talk to assholes, you're not that far from New Jersey.
That's true. Although there were so many cool houses in New Jersey. Like when we were looking at Philadelphia, we would see all these cool houses and be like, it's in Jersey.
So I moved up there to live outside of Philly or in Philly, and I lived in New Jersey. And don't do it.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Nope.
Just don't do it.
No.
I'd rather live in Delaware. So
were you not tan enough? Is that the problem?
I guess. I don't know, man. They just
Jim Tan Laundry.
I didn't subscribe to that. I think I figured this out the other day. I was like 22 when I moved up there, and it just I lived there for a year and was very optimistic, and it just sucked. So
wait, what took you up there? Now the interviewee has become the interviewer.
Yeah, I wanted to go to film school.
Okay.
And then I had a friend who went to Watkins.
Yeah.
And then he moved back up to New Jersey to finish up film school up there. And I was just kind of like ready for a change. And so it's like, fuck it, let's go up there. And I did it for a year, and I couldn't make friends with anyone. Which is weird because I don't necessarily think I have a problem making friends.
No, it's them.
Yeah. So, that kind of really got to me because I was like, okay. And like, depression and all that stuff, and got out, and it was for the better, and ended up like when I moved back to Tennessee, my grandfather was sick too. So moved back to Tennessee and ended up going to Austin P, and that kind of changed like the course of, directions or non-direction that I had in my life. So yeah, but water ice, you got lots of water ice up there. I don't know if you've had
They
that
suck
yet.
at sweet tea, and they don't have any, and there's no help for Nashville hot chicken.
No, except Wawa. I don't know if you've been to the Wawa.
I don't like saying it, but okay.
Yeah, they do have a good Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Like if you're in a pinch, their sandwich is actually pretty good.
I have to try it.
Yeah,
Wawas are pretty good.
Yeah.
See, I look at that and I'm like, what? It's a gas station, but it's not, right?
No,
it's a deli. There's like a deli in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ever been to Buc-ee's?
Yeah, but
it pales in comparison.
All right, look, I'm going to be snobby here. Buc-ee's grosses me out, guys.
Really?
I'm like,
what
the fuck is this? I'm
what
like,
grosses you out about it?
Oh,
it's like Walmart on crack. It's just
Okay, all right.
It's
barbecue crack.
I'm too good for that level of middle America.
Oh man,
Let's raise our standards a little bit here.
Now let's lower them. You know what?
Buc-ee's is what all of Europe imagines when they hear the word America.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But let's think. Maybe the president will decide that he needs to put somebody like the guy who runs Buc-ee's in his cabinet instead of other Texas billionaires.
Yeah,
just saying.
John, I do want to just let you know that you got a nice compliment in the chat from YouTube. So CJ Stewart, a regular listener, she checked out your work, and she says it's incredible, and art student
Thank
goals.
You.
So
nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep.
So John, what do you got on the horizon? Like any projects you're in some film festivals, you got some videos coming out. What?
Yeah,
sell yourself.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's only ever what's on my mind is only ever the thing right in front of me, and the next thing. You know what I mean? I think this particular industry too is like you can imagine 5 years down the road, but you're kidding yourself. Like it's very like what is the next thing? And I think what I'd like for myself is to. I'm doing a lot of work in Nashville, and I'd like to expand more work up here. But more commercials. I actually enjoy doing commercials. I know that sounds like not super exciting, but I actually like that. And I think my past business experience like speaks well to that. Like I can talk to marketing people and that sort of thing. Speak their language a little bit. So I actually enjoy doing commercials and that sort of thing, but I also still love music videos. That's music being my background. Music videos can be very challenging. They have a lot of their own, pains and stuff, but
a lot of nuances there with 3.5 minutes of video is
you don't know.
You shoot more than a 30-minute sitcom. So.
Yeah, there's when you go to shoot a commercial, people generally know what what they're going for. In a music video, there's so much subjectivity in that, and there's generally speaking less pay and a lot more work. So
are you working directly for artists or are you working with labels?
Yeah, working directly for artists. Yeah, labels, especially in Nashville, are kind of a small world. Yeah, so you see the same people doing most of the jobs in town. I'm not a country music fan myself either. I've done some of that, and I can appreciate a good song, no matter what genre it's a part of.
I've done some label work, and it is a very different beast. I'll tell you that. Well, and mine is just editing. Mine's just traditional editing and doing recuts of music videos or censor cuts. So
yeah, well, cutting that is 10 times longer than cutting a commercial where somebody's talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, in Tampa, we did a lot of commercials, and it was fun. I mean, it was good money. So,
yeah. But to get to
not
like
gonna starve.
Yeah, to get to like directed and I think if I was just showing up to do the editing or just showing up to do the shooting or something like that, it probably wouldn't be as interesting. But when I can work with a company where I can kind of steer the ship a little bit, it feels more mine, and I enjoy that work a little bit more. I actually have a co-director that I have to shout out. She used to be a hair and makeup stylist out of Los Angeles for many years. She did stuff with Eminem and stuff like kind of really high-end A-list kind of stuff, and then got out of that world, like really burned out of it, got out of that world. And later when we met in Nashville, she was like, I wouldn't mind being back in that world some, but I want to do it more on my terms, and I want to direct and this kind of stuff and not play the role that I played previously. So she has all this experience with, you know, A-list celebrities and how that whole world works and how sets work and things like that, and how to deal with the personalities and all of that stuff. And she knows styling really well. So she and I have co-directed quite a few things, both music videos and commercials. And so we do a whole lot of work together, and it's a really good balance. I think brings out the things that I can't do and the things that she can't do. You know, we balance each other really well. So if you need somebody else to have on your podcast, she can talk. She's
okay.
And she has a wealth of interesting experience. So
send her our way.
Yeah. No, definitely. We
and then you can save up all your Jon Karr stories to throw at her. And
I got a lot. I got some good ones. I got some non-podcast approved. Man, John, this has been awesome. Like, thanks for coming on. Thanks for staying up way ass late for you. I know East Coast time.
It's 1 a.m.
I know.
I don't even know what I've said for the past hour.
You don't have to wear a suit tomorrow. That's my present to you, unless you do.
And I might even take a shower. Who knows?
Let's not. You're already at tomorrow, so why not even?
That's true.
Let's not ruin it. Just have a day.
Yeah.
Can you remind everybody what the secret word is? Because I've already forgot, and I don't know.
Well, it's either aquify or sesquipedalianism. That's with an S, or YOLO.
Or YOLO. Yeah, we live the YOLO
I said that at least
here.
once.
You did. Yeah.
This is how we roll here. No, man, this has been awesome. Thanks for coming on. You're, an awesome dude that we've had a lot of good times with. I'm glad that, throughout the last 20.
Well, I have not been married for 24 years.
I know. You want to
clarify that?
Dude, we'd already moved past that. Now it's back again.
I know. Now I can't edit it out because now you can only really have one edit. Now you're going to make me have two, and it's just not. You know what? I promise you she's not going to care.
No. CJ's mad at me now, though. It's like, I thought your website was good, but you don't even know how long you've been married, asshole. You just lost your my favorite YouTube commenter.
I know. You had it, and then now it's gone. But anyway, John, thanks for being here. Hang on. We're gonna do some an outro, but hang on. And but you're always welcome to come by anytime. Like, seriously, like, we love having people come back. Even if you can't come for the whole show, you can always stop in and ambush someone else. Maybe we can get your co-director.
Oh, if I get low on here, definitely come say hi.
We like the ambush, stop in, make them feel uncomfortable, and then leave, and then we can talk bad about you. Is really how this party works. So, but awesome. Thank you so much, Jim. Thanks for always being here. Being positive. John, look at you being positive.
John, it was really great to meet you. So
you too. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna check out your site here in a little bit when I'm off of this.
All right, and CJ said, hold on, I think I can do this. You just got me back calling me your favorite.
See?
Winning them back. Winning them back. Bringing it on. Well, hopefully everybody will tune in next week if they're tuning in live Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Mountain, or we can see you on the other places on the internet, but interweb. Until then, see everyone.
All right. Bye.
That was awesome, John.